Alright guys, today we're gonna be doing a curse tool tier list. We're gonna be ranking curse tools in order. Which one's the best, which one's the worst, which one has the best combo potential, which one does the most damage. First of all, we have the Rusty Katana. Rusty Katana is a pretty pretty average weapon. I don't really need to explain much, just basic moves, okay damage on the skills, that's really about it. Same case goes for Purifying Dagger. All you have is that one move where you just kind of yeet it. The damage is okay. There's way better things than this. It's just boring. It's level 60. I mean, you're definitely not gonna be using this. If you're going for a strength build, you're probably gonna be using one of the special grades. Iron Blade is like pretty sad in my opinion. You have one dash move and you just kind of do with that what you will. And same situation as these, but we'll put it above them because it's a higher level and just a little bit better, I guess. Next up, we have the Slaughter Demon. Now, the Slaughter Demon is interesting because the first weapon on this list so far that actually has decent combo potential and you can actually do something with it. First, you have the slide move, which isn't really all that useful, but the second move, the one where you fling him up in the air and you kind of keep him, you can combo extend with it. For that, we're gonna go ahead put it in C tier. Top of C tier because but it only really has one reliable move, and for that reason I'm gonna put it where I just now put it. We have the Inverted Spear of Heaven. Inverted Spear of Heaven is S tier in my opinion, and here's why. You have amazing 3 moves that are all basically made to combo. Like, the main purpose of them all is just to combo infinitely. It's amazing, lots of damage. However, the one downside would be the higher cooldown on your moves, which is, I mean, pretty understandable. You have a lot of damage, a lot of moves, and some pretty solid combo extenders. You know, you can't have it on short cooldown, it's gonna be abused, so I guess I get that point. But pair this up, make some goated ass Toji build, and you'll be on top of the world, I'm telling you. Next up, we have the Viscera Scythe. I hope I'm saying that right, but this weapon is also S tier, and I will put it up below the Toji weapon. Also has 3 moves, but they are not as versatile as the Inverted Spear of Heaven. Second move where you throw it at your opponent and drag him towards you backwards, and then you can combo extend with it. That one is really good. Those are some stuff you can use in the air, but yeah, I wouldn't say it's on the same level as the Inverted Spear of Heaven. Has one viable, actually solid move for that, but you know what, it can serve as a decent combo extender. We're not gonna be too we're gonna put it in top of A tier. Next up, we have Electric Staff. The Electric Staff is, well, in my opinion, B tier. Electric Staff is just a worse version of the Viscera Sight. So you have 2 moves, and they're just, that one is like a dash like move, and the other one is just kind of like a normal swing. Nothing really worth pointing out too much. I'll personally prefer both of these above this any time of the day. Next up, we have Split Soul. Now, Split Soul is, in my opinion, I don't even know what to say. I mean, it looks dope, but when it comes to actual practicality, there's not much of it. It does have decently damaging moves though, but I'd say the abilities on this are even worse than the abilities on the Electric Staff, because with this at least you have some sort of a dash, stuff like that. Oh, this one has higher damage, but I think this one's more versatile, and generally you'll find more people going for this than this. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put Split Soul behind these. And if I had a choice, I would say that these are like evenly shit in my opinion, so that's that. Except with the Dragon Bone. The Dragon Bone is actually really good. I'm gonna put it on top of A tier. But the thing is, it kind of takes a while to charge your second move, which is the Ground Explosion. The first move is amazing. That first move and the damage is literally what carries it into top of A tier. Damage is insane on that move. The way it teleports your opponent, I think it's hard to block as well. Very good moves. The second move does take a while to charge up though if you're going for a full charge, and has like average range. So you know, that's why we're putting it in A tier. Next up, we have Jet Black. Jet Black, I would say, is a little bit just below the Viscera Scythe. But yeah, the first dash move on this is really good. I mean, the second move. And the first move is just like a random little kind of better version of this first move. Hit more times with this. I prefer, you know, I think this is pretty solid. Better than Electric Staff and Split Soul. Is it better than the Viscera Scythe? No, I don't think. I think this has more combo potential up close. You know, when you're fighting with Heavenly Restriction or going for a strength build, you don't have distance, and close range moves are what you need. This is perfect. I've tried it a few times in the sandbox and tried playing around with the abilities and stuff. I feel like the abilities are hard to land at first, but again, they're more close range than Jet Black, so I'm gonna put it in front of Jet Black. I would say just a slightly better Jet Black. Damage wise, it's really good as well, so yeah, I would put it there. Next up, we have the Bloodsword. Now, this is an Adventure Time reference. I mean, look, in my opinion, personally, I think it just looks cool. I don't think it's really that good, though. I might go as far, I won't put it below electric staff, but I won't be putting it any much higher really either, because it's just not it. The weapon is just not it. Next up, we have Vengeance, which is another S tier. I would put this, I would say these are pretty evenly matched in my opinion. So you have the Inverted Spear of Heaven, which has multiple versatile moves, and you have Vengeance, which is basically the Inverted Spear of Heaven, just less damage and more agility in a way, if you get what I mean. Like, these moves are dash, and you know, you can teleport to your opponents or send your shadow to slice them. It's a very cheesy weapon. It's very good for any build really that you're making, you know, using strength to make. So yeah, in my opinion, Vengeance is a great weapon, bro. Actually a great weapon. So S tier. So we have the Impossible Dream. Now, this is another one of those cases, same with the Feather Spear. I don't really know where to put this. Alright, so I've changed my mind on some things. I think I've glazed the Viscera Scythe too much. We're gonna put it above Jet Black, but yeah, this spear is also gonna be above it. The Impossible Dream goes in front. In my opinion, Jet Black is, well, better damage-wise than the Viscera Scythe. However, I like Viscera Scythe's move, and I think it has more combo potential than just one move. Because the Jet Black move flings your opponent away. Your Feathered Spear move just flings your opponent away. This kind of keeps him nice and personal. This does the exact same thing, but this one has an amazing first move, which is a shit ton of damage, and it's very good. So just because of that first move, it carries it above all of these, I believe. So yeah, that's that. Next up, we have Playful Cloud. Playful Cloud, I don't honestly know what to say. I would have expected it to be made just a tiny tad better, if you get what I mean. Just a tiny tad better. Kind of disappointing in some regards, if you ask me personally. I mean, sure, top of A tier, but probably could have been S tier if they just kind of put more effort and thought into it. Very good weapon. Better than, I'll put it above Dragonborn for only one reason. The first move is really good for combo extending. Kind of the same case as all of these, really. I don't know what to tell you, except for this one. This one has pretty decent combo potential always. But yeah, we'll put Playful Cloud on top of A tier. Next up, we have the Ravenous Axe. Now, this is Mei's weapon. Honestly, your third move is just a utility, just like a move around faster move, which is pretty understandable, I guess. But however, the crowd moves do a lot of damage, but they have really, and I do mean really high cooldown. So in my opinion, I would say you're literally better off going with like the Viscera Scythe or the Impossible Dream than this, because less cooldowns and everything, and just more practically easier to use. Like, the Crow Strike does a lot of damage, 1.3k, but it has like a 50-second cooldown, and the first move has like a 30-second. It has very high cooldowns. So for that purpose, practically speaking, we're gonna put it just above Jet Black because of the damage, and above the spear. But other than that, I would probably, you know, just kind of put that below all of these. Alright guys, so yeah, that was pretty much how I would summarize this tier list. I think it's pretty accurate. I mean, there's probably some bias I put it there towards certain weapons. But yeah, let me know how you feel about these in the comments down below. Let me know if you agree with me or not. So yeah, thank you for watching, and goodbye, chat.